7 Video Game Podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, hey, this is Level 857, the Video Game Podcast, and we are your hosts, Alg857,
the 23rd Stallion.
I go by the name of Stikz.
And your boy Big Choco. What up?
And introducing fellow YouTuber Smash JT to the show.
What's going on, sir?
What up?
Hey!
What's going on, guys? Thank you so much for having me on. Please excuse my Vegas raspy voice, because holy crap, what a week it's been. But I'm here.
Welcome to the show.
No excuses. Thank you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and I really appreciate you guys inviting me on. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And we know you're under the weather, so thanks for stressing yourself like that.
Oh, is that
and we
fantasy
gotta
football?
What's going on?
So,
Oh, no, Aaron Jones just got downgraded to questionable. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I got to cancel this.
Well, it's fun having you
Well,
on.
this just in.
Thank you very much.
money on the line.
All right.
So,
So, what are we playing, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we do every week,
Yeah.
we talk about what we're playing. So let's get into that, shall we?
I will start. Right now, thank the Lord, I'm only playing one game at a time. I am playing Blasphemous for the Nintendo Switch.
That's blasphemous.
I was waiting for the horrible joke, and
great.
since Turbo 857 is not here, you have to take over his reins with the horrible dad jokes. And,
I did it with a cracked voice and everything.
Yeah, no, you,
Perfect.
Yeah, you did. You did.
The game is awesome. It's a really awesome game. It's very demonic. It's creepy. It's graphic. It's very disturbing.
Yeah, it is, man.
But it's so good.
It's like a demonic Castlevania.
Yeah, like a little
Like Castlevania's
OD.
not already, but
Yeah. I just got to the last boss today. But for some reason, the last couple of bosses in the game, they change their pattern every time you play them, and I don't like that.
Really?
You know, like I'm trying to learn how a boss fights, and all of a sudden they like pop out this new shit, and I'm like, oh,
Keeping you on your toes.
I don't like that, man. Just let me beat the damn game.
this ain't Mega Man, damn it.
Yeah.
It's one of those games where if it was released, because it looks like a Genesis game.
Mm-hmm.
So if it was released around the time of Genesis, it'd probably be like a 9 or a 10 in Game Fan magazine back in the day.
Yeah.
It's that type of a game. But
It's like Blackthorn.
yeah, Blackthorn.
Yeah, but Genesis. That color palette
Was
is
that
dark.
for? Was that for?
I thought it was.
Yeah.
I thought it was for Nintendo.
Yeah,
So
that's
Super
what I
Nintendo,
thought.
Genesis.
Super Nintendo.
Super
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was it on Genesis too? I didn't know. I
didn't.
know it was on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, it was on there. I know what I'm talking
That
about.
was
I don't know.
that was one of Blizzard's first games way back in the day.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
got to play that,
Yeah.
but I never got to play that. And I heard it was
It's fun.
It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Blasphemous is awesome. As soon as I finish that, I might start Devil May Cry 5, but I'm not sure. But because I got a
Dude.
crazy, dude, listen, all right, I don't want to hear this shit. All right, I just got finished with Just Cause 4. These open world 3D games, I need to go back to the retro for a bit. That's why I went back to Blasphemous. So,
All right.
you know,
You gotta get your 2D on.
That's how you got to do
but that's
it.
all
man.
I'm playing right now. That's all I'm playing.
That's how you got to do it, man.
Yeah.
How about you?
Actually, you forgot a game that we both played.
Oh, that we are playing. Okay,
yeah, Door Kickers Action Squad for the Nintendo Switch. We streamed it actually a few days ago, and it was pretty fun.
That definitely exceeded expectations.
Yes,
Big
I
time.
was not expecting it to be as fun, and just everything about it was awesome.
It's
man.
fun.
type of game is it?
It's
It's like a tactical action game. It's like Broforce and
police stories.
and police
mixed.
story. Yeah.
That's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely like
Yeah.
that. That 80s music though is amazing.
Yeah. I love the soundtrack, man.
Well, a lot of those games are throwing back to the 80s now.
Yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
It's great, though.
Also, of course, everybody. It's not a surprise. I play the same thing every day. Tetris 99. There was a tournament over this weekend. I didn't do too well in the tournament, but I was always in the top 10 finishing.
You got like 4.
That's still like
That's way better than
pretty
like,
good.
I'd say you're doing pretty well if you're always in the top 10.
I don't know, man.
He's
I
like,
don't
if I'm not first place,
I don't know.
I'm
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah, for real. Those some high standards you got there.
know.
I mean, you got to understand the man holds a world record, so I mean, just saying.
Yeah, you don't want to talk about that.
No.
for how long?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but there's some real good competition in Tetris 99.
All right.
So, yeah.
So I haven't been playing much as usual, but I have been playing some games for the stream.
Okay.
And that is River City Girls.
Awesome.
Amazing game.
Nice.
So if you like beat 'em ups, if you like Double Dragon Neon, if you like River City the original
And Underground.
it's a throwback to that, and the moves, just the way you progress in that game is incredible. Like, remember how Double Dragon, when you get a move and it just changes the whole game?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
not the arcade one, but the Nintendo one. But in this, like, you buy your stuff, it changes completely. Like, all your combos, you think it's like, oh, it's a slow game, it doesn't have anything. Then you buy your first 3 moves or whatever, and then completely different. And they paid homage to other fighters. So there's a knee in Double Dragon 2 that has this sound effect.
The
Oh,
knee
yeah,
from
yeah.
Double
It's the
Dragon
best
2.
thing
Yeah.
in the world.
That's
And
awesome.
they put it in there.
Yeah.
The only other time I've seen that knee actually pulled off correctly was in Double Dragon Advanced. For the
Okay.
Game Boy
With the
Advance.
I
sound?
remember that one.
Was it the spinning knee when it's like?
No,
No,
that's
that's
the spin kick.
There's
Yeah.
a knee that just
Okay.
pops people off like.
Oh, the crack.
Yeah,
the crack
yeah,
one?
yeah.
Like crack.
So they
crack.
added
Oh, man.
they added that perfect sound in the game.
Yeah.
and
That's
It's
amazing.
just so good.
And the 80s music.
80s music in
Oh,
there.
I love it.
It's like an anime the way they do the cut scenes. It's incredible. Like the amount that they've spent on this is just a dream. And like that's what a 16-bit game. I thought it was like 32-bit game, but that's what I thought that those games would look like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they look like that now. So that's like,
Damn, you should be like a sales rep for them. Selling me on this game.
try it out, man. Try
I
it out.
actually
It's
watched
definitely
it.
that
I
good.
watched some of your stream, man. That looked
It's
really
really
good.
good.
We would
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it
yeah.
back. I'm like, yo, why don't we just keep fucking playing? I'm like, this is really fun.
We were like, let's play this for like 3 bosses and then we'll call it a day. And
It's
you're like,
really
well,
fun.
half the day goes by. And you're like, all right, we should probably stop the stream now.
But you know what's messed up? Like when you get each technique,
Yeah.
You
more
want to keep
people
going.
come out,
Yep.
and they get tougher, and they whoop your ass. Like you have to get ill to like really like get by in the game, and
But
that's
it's got-
awesome though. It's awesome.
It's got a certain type of humor in there. It's a great game. Definitely try it out. And we're not even done. So watch the stream on the channel. It's coming up.
That's what's up. I'm playing Dragon Ball Fighter Z. I got a tournament coming up November 9th.
Woo! Where's that?
Local in Long Island, out
Okay.
in St. James.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm hoping to place. I don't want to get kicked out in the first round like I did last time. So, I've been playing that game
tournaments
like a
is another thing.
maniac
Tournaments are
on my
cool.
own personal stream. Yeah, that game is so fun. It's so well done.
You love that game.
Yes,
I love
you
it.
do.
You love that
I
game.
love it. It's the best Dragon Ball fighting game I've ever played.
I saw that comeback that
Hands down.
Turbo had on you. That was
Yeah,
was
but
on
he
the
still
stream.
lost.
He still lost. He still lost. He still lost.
And he still
Oh,
he
wow.
still would have had another character to kill.
For anybody out there who's confused, Turbo857 is not here with us. He's
Taking care of a baby.
yeah.
Oh, a BB.
Yeah.
Turbo had a baby.
Yeah. I don't think we said it on stream before, but congrats to Kev.
Yeah,
and-
congrats.
Yes,
Yeah.
congrats.
I don't have a
Turbo857.
beard.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cheers.
Smash, what you playing?
Oh God. Okay.
The stress level just went through the roof.
For real, like, I don't know if I'm gonna make a video on just this topic in general, but this is the biggest first world problems ever. I'm getting a lot of game codes sent to me,
Ooh.
and
Okay.
having challenges finding the time to adequately play them enough to be able to comprehensively give an overview or tell people about them. So it's just it's a riches of games, which the kid in me is just like, oh my God, it's Christmas every day, which is amazing.
Just tell us
But
about the
it's
title
also-
screens.
It's exactly, that's what it feels like. It's stressful. Like I get email follow-ups from some of these marketing people, and they're like, hey, just check it in. I haven't seen you post a review for this
That's
yet.
fucked up.
I'm just like, yeah, sorry, something came up in my life, and I gotta, I'll get to it, I promise. And
Just
it's
reply,
like,
got
oh,
kids.
God.
Just-
Yeah, I that's the thing. It's like, I get a lot of games to review, and I talk about them like in stuff like this. I'll talk about them and promote them if I like them, and it's unfortunate how it's devolved into we give you a review code, we better get a review out of you, or you're not getting anything in the future type thing. It's just like,
I see. Yeah.
I mean, I get where they're coming from, but
Yeah.
at the same time, like, I'm not here to name names and stuff, but there are bigger channels that get bigger games,
Right.
and they don't even make reviews on them. They just talk about them on social media, and that's enough because they have such a big draw that they can just say,
Yeah.
"Hey, they don't say anything good or bad. They're just like, I got this game," and it's like that is enough for them. It's
Yeah.
like, hey, they're talking about our game.
Yeah.
So, anyways, to answer your if that's how I answer your questions, this is going to be the longest podcast ever.
We're here for
I
it.
got.
We're here for all
I've
of
been
it.
playing. I've been playing a lot of Untitled Goose Game. Loving that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was playing that too. I forgot.
Reventure, which is actually a really fun pixelated adventure game that you try to find all the different ways to die, which is kind of like an opposite way to play a game. It's interesting.
I beat that in seconds.
No, yeah, you would do very well.
I'm like the best ever at that game. Ring Fit Adventure, which we all know about.
That's a long
having fun
game.
playing that. That's actually like a really good social game with my family. Like every time for better or worse, every time I turn it on, my kids want to play it, and I don't really get to experience it as much as I'd like.
It looks like a lot of work, man.
Right.
But it looks fun, though.
Yeah.
It definitely looks
It's a
fun.
lot of work, but it's fun. Like I'm enjoying it. Destiny Connect, which I did review or at least preview on my channel, which is pretty fun, but I don't know if I'm gonna have the time to stick with it and play it all the way through. A lot of text. I feel like a lot of especially Japanese companies that are translating games over here, they're very text heavy, and I think games like that miss the point of the fun. You know, I always thought like a game should hook you before it info dumps a story on you.
Right.
And I feel like too often games these days are just like, hey, you loaded a game up, you bought it from us. Here's all our storyline behind. I was like, I don't care. Go play the game.
Yep.
Come on, they give all the time in the world.
Then we got Luigi's Mansion 3 coming in the mail tomorrow. So very excited about that.
I heard a lot of good things about that
Halloween
game.
is tomorrow. I forgot.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
Actually, definitely.
Yeah.
No, yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't even know when the day is. Happy Halloween, y'all. When y'all watch this.
So
later.
those are a few of the games that I am currently playing, and I also just got like 3 more game codes that I didn't even request, and I don't know if I'm going to play. It's too much to do, and
Send them our way if you want.
yeah, right, for real. I need to. That's what I was thinking today. I need to start a company and just have people do the reviews, and I'll be the one that just organizes all that, because I feel like that's where I fit better. I can't do everything myself.
We'll give you the feedback.
Yeah, right.
For real.
Okay. That's all of them, or you still got like?
Oh no, there's a whole bunch more. I also got
I thought so.
Oh, okay. All right.
I got Little Town Hero that I haven't even loaded up yet, and that's another one where they emailed me. They're like, "Hey, have you got a review yet?" And I'm like, I literally haven't even loaded it up yet. But,
tell 'em how it
thank
is
you
now.
for the game code.
Right.
But yeah, I could go on forever. But those are some of the games I've been playing.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. That's why I keep it one at a time.
It's hard, man.
You know,
It's
there's
tough.
a lot to be said for that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Like I feel like doing one game at a time truly lets you experience it the way it's meant to be.
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to OCD, ADD of me bouncing all over the place.
Mm.
Which, by the way, prepare yourselves, guys, because I have a lot of that in me. So
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
We're here for it.
Yeah.
We got time.
Yeah.
We got time.
I got some questions.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
So
yeah.
let's
Fire them away.
send it right
We
to
are
us.
we are under fire.
What is 857 stand for? Where'd that come from?
Well, the 8 is like an infinity loop, and the
Oh,
5
Oh,
is,
my
stop
God.
it, you
the
lying
5
ass.
is the middle of 1 through 10.
He's
So we
lying.
got everything covered,
he's
and then
lying.
7 is lucky. So
Stop it. Don't listen to him. He's lazy. He's full of shit.
that is the
He's full of
real
shit.
thing.
He's full of it. We originally were, or still are actually. We just haven't done music in a while. Hip hop group called 857. But we've always been passionate about video games, so we made the level 857, and 857 turns out to be the house number that we stay at. So.
Whoa! All right. And give me your favorite video game of all time. Now I already know.
Oh, you know what's hilarious? Because I was going to ask you the same damn question. So you got to answer this right after. All right?
All right.
All right, so mine is very easy. Shining Force 3 for the Sega Saturn.
Okay.
My favorite all time. Al, yours is Tetris?
Tetris.
Great.
Ooh, mine is rough.
Well, Al, hold on, Al.
What's up?
Tetris or Tetris 99?
Shit. Actually,
Tetris shit.
I'll tell you this. Tetris DS.
Okay.
My favorite
okay,
Tetris
fair
of all
enough,
time. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's no one's favorite.
It's mine, man. It's mine. Sorry.
It's rough to pick a game. You know how it is. As a
one.
favorite of all time. I mean, one of the ones I hold near and dear is probably Final Fantasy II as one of the top games I would love to see done justice and done over like a Final Fantasy 7, it would be amazing.
What are you
But-
talking like Final Fantasy 2?
Oh, my
US?
bad. Final Fantasy 4 in the
Okay.
US. Final Fantasy,
Two
well,
in
Final
the
Fantasy 2 in the US.
US,
Final Fantasy
4
4 in Japan. So, yeah, I'm
Okay.
talking like Super Nintendo cartridges.
The one with Cecil and Rita.
Yeah, Cecil.
The fire,
I hate
the
that
town.
name.
Oh, yeah.
I called him Cecil for years. They ruined it with Cecil. So, but yeah, that game. But as far
Great
as
game.
God, favorite game, I mean, I got Blaster Master and I got Maniac Mansion.
I would say Blaster Master.
Those are big games for me. But
Depends on the genre, I think, for you, maybe.
yeah, I could pick a best one out. Like Mike Tyson's Punch Out is one of the greatest games ever made as a game wise, and just to play over and over and over. But favorite game. All right, yeah,
You're on the
definitely-
island. You're on the island. You gotta pick one.
Yep. Genre. Start with genre first, and then go to the game.
Just gotta pick one.
It's got to be probably like a Grand Theft then, if it's on an island, because you can't. That's a game that changes any time and every time you play.
Which one though?
I'd probably go with 5. I gotta go with the newest one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
if I was stuck on an island,
Okay.
but because you get tired, you get so sick of whatever.
So much.
I mean, that's a sandbox game
Yeah, that's-
to end all sandbox games
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
I would find all the hidden secrets. Finally, but yeah, I mean,
time.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but it's hard to pick a favorite game of all time as a new game because like Spider-Man, amazing game.
Jesus.
That's a perfect 10.
God of War, amazing game.
Yo.
As all-time favorite though, it's all nostalgia basically. So
All right, how
it's
about
hard.
this? Instead of favorite game that you would say defines you.
Blaster Master. I wrote like a.
All right, there we go.
yeah.
I think that's a better question.
That would have to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
that.
better question.
Okay, for me, like they know I love a ton of different games, but if you can see on my shirt,
Oh God.
you got-
Burton's on there.
Halo!
Massive Halo fan. I think the first Halo is the most fun I've ever had playing a video game. We used to run 8-on-8 LAN parties playing
Dude,
Capture
me
the
too.
Flag.
Me too.
Oh.
Yep.
Insanity. And
There's no way you could ever have more fun back in the day than do a 8-player LAN party with Halo.
yeah,
Duke,
That was like
Duke Nukem.
amazing.
it was 8-on-8. Capture the Flag. Those games lasted 3 hours.
Oh, 16.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Dang.
it was
I did
madness.
4-on-4 on 2 TVs. I never did the 16.
No,
Damn.
there was 4 TVs.
That's serious.
There was
Wow.
4
Jeez.
Xboxes.
Oh,
That's serious. dude.
16 people. It was madness,
That's
and it was so much fun. So
Yeah.
much fun. Oh,
Yeah.
Now
I mean,
you can go
Halo.
all in.
Halo's up there for me for sure, especially the first one.
yeah.
Because you said the nostalgia with those LAN parties, unbeatable. Except for maybe Halo 2, but still,
Mhm.
Halo 2 is better than Halo 1 objectively.
Orbiter.
But Halo,
Orbiter.
but Halo 1 was just so groundbreaking
Yup.
that it's so much fun to go back to that world in that game. So yeah, I love that one. But I'd say a game that defines me in my childhood would probably be Secret of Mana.
Oh,
really?
I just recently
Yeah.
saw your video on the remake.
Yeah. Me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of those.
Heartbreak.
Man, I was BS about that because you see Trials of Mana getting a full-on 3D HD remake,
Mm.
and then you see the injustice that they did with the Secret of Mana. They slapped together with some third-party sign-on company, Square Enix. And I'm just like,
That was a test.
I'm like, come on!
Yeah.
I want the full-on HD
Yeah.
Trials of Mana remake for Secret of Mana, not Trials of Mana. I have no nostalgia for that game.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
yes, I'm very excited about it, about the Trials of Mana remake. I'm definitely pumped for that. But I mean, Secret of Mana is just so good. Like it is heartbreaking to me to hear people that love role playing games tell me they've never played Secret of Mana, because that's like one of those. Stop what you're doing, go download the ROM and play it. You know, like just play it.
Right.
You'll see why it's amazing, and still holds up today.
And it's
as
3
fantastic
players.
games.
3
Three
players.
players.
It's 3 players, and in this modern era with emulation and being able to play it, you don't even need to get your Super Nintendo, buy the 4-player. You can just play it on your computer. You can play it with 3 players on a multitude of different devices. Like it's available. You guys can do it tonight. One of you can be the odd man out just watching, but it's fine.
Well, yeah, me,
You played 3
Stikz,
players.
yeah, me, Stikz, Turbo 857. We played Secret of Mana for the Super Nintendo. 3 players. We beat it, and it was an awesome game. And
It's so much
I
fun.
never played the remake. A lot of people said it was, it doesn't do the, like the original is better.
It's
It was
not
like a
as
Sega.
bad
It's like a Sega
as
Ages, right?
well, exactly. It's not as bad as I first thought it was, but that doesn't mean it's good.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
I just thought it was really bad when I first played it, and then after chewing on it for a while and playing it a little bit more, I'm like, it's got a lot of broken problems and issues with it, and it's just, it's there's no point to it. There's no reason to. If you just want to play Secret of Mana, play Secret of Mana. Why
Super
did they?
Nintendo, just play it.
Yeah, why did they do this whole update to it? It just
But they've got the
it feels
collection.
like the same game
Yeah.
except not as good.
It
I
should
don't
have
know
been.
why
It
do that.
It should have been an extra on the collection.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
yes.
If
I
they
just
were gonna
have a
do that
full-on
to it.
release.
Agreed.
I think the
Yeah.
messed up part is the fact that Trials of Mana, me and Turbo 857 played the Japanese one, and there was only 2 players, and we had a good old time. Like that game's awesome. And when they showed the trailer for the remade one, we were like, "Yo, oh my God, they're coming out with it!" And this shit is 1 player. I'm like, "You've got to be fucking kidding!"
What?
Yeah, it's 1 player. And the guy said,
Oh, because of the camera angle.
he said, the guy said, I wanted to focus on the 1-player experience. I'm like, for a co-op game? I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Who does that?
Wow.
I was
Wow.
so disappointed because
They have a translated ROM of that, and they actually made it 3 players
did they?
for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
I'll probably fuck with that then because like that's ridiculous. There's 3 people running around. Just make it 3
Right here.
players.
Right here.
Oh,
It's on
There's the
there.
collection.
Yeah,
there you
All
go.
right.
You got the physical. I love
finally-
the physical copies.
Yeah, that's another one. That's another one where you just get 3 Switch controllers and you can play it on that. So yeah, that's the thing. Like, this is a whole nother topic.
yeah,
but
yeah.
back in the day, we missed out on some gems that didn't make it overseas, and that's one of the games
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
I'm like, my childhood would have been shifted. Like if that game came out, I don't know what I can't even explain it. Like
There's like
hearing,
3 or 4 imports that were good over there. It didn't make it.
Wow.
you know what I mean? Like hearing that game didn't make it, and then finding out about it way like 15 years later, like, oh wait, there was a sequel to Secret of Mana and it never came here.
We played.
Man, screw you, Square.
We played the import back in the day.
Yeah,
Yeah, we played the
absolutely.
Japanese one because they had some stores over here where you can rent stuff like that. We couldn't read it, but we played it.
We figured it out how to
Yep.
get through the game.
You know, another one of those games I'm still waiting on. Mother 3.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's.
you and Reggie.
I think it's eventually.
Yeah, right?
I think it's gonna happen eventually. I just don't know when.
No,
Well, here's
it's
the
not going to
thing.
happen because they
No,
got to
no,
change
no.
the whole thing on it.
Here's the thing with video games that I've learned. I've been in the industry long enough to know 2 truths. One, everything will eventually come out. And 2, it will always take longer than you think.
Yeah,
Oh, that's actually
it makes
Fair
sense.
enough.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Makes
Fair enough.
sense.
If they wanted to blow,
Like,
like
I saw
ahead.
I saw Reggie talking about Mother 3 and when he was doing his Cornell speech,
It's cool.
and he answered the question, and it basically sounded like he did everything he could to get it to come out,
Yeah.
and Japan was like,
Nope.
nope.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
And he was, and with that being said, that just happened last week.
Hmm.
That means Mother 3 isn't coming out for a long time. It is coming, but it's not coming out for a long
Right.
time based off of his answer.
Right.
So
yeah, the leadership has to change in Japan for that to come over.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
and it has been.
Mhm.
It has been changing, and they've adjusted a lot of their policies. They used to be the worst company for YouTube to deal with. Now they've completely shifted to be accepting of that.
Right.
The censorship
And
stuff, they don't censor. Sony
They
does
don't
now.
censor stuff as much like Sony does now. Like
Yeah.
they've changed. I wouldn't say they've done a 180, but they've definitely started turning the ship around
Mm-hmm.
and being more customer friendly as far as trying to align with what people are wanting.
Mm.
But at the same time, you got to be careful with that because you don't want to just make games people are asking for because people will bitch no matter what.
Oh yeah,
You need to surprise them and give them some unexpected things. And
do a
I feel like
3D version
Nintendo,
of it. A 3D version
Nintendo
of
above
it.
everyone else has been fantastic at not just surprising people, but giving them experiences that they didn't even know they were asking
Yeah.
for that they
Mhm.
wanted.
Yeah.
Leave it for a direct. They got you.
Totally agree, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what they're waiting. That's where they dropped the bomb.
Do you have any other?
Yeah.
Do you have any other questions for us? All right, good. So,
Well, we kind of already you kind of already answered my other question. I was going to say, how did you guys get to know each other? But you already answered that
No, we're
with
childhood
the
friends,
music
man.
group.
Yeah.
Well, we were friends
Very cool.
way before that.
Right.
I've known Big Choco since the first grade. We're
Yeah.
childhood friends, man.
Yeah.
And
That's awesome. I got a buddy like that too.
and
That's cool.
I've
these-
known Al and Big Choco since 7th grade.
Mhm.
I've known Jay since
You were in second, I think.
2nd grade, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
And how long you guys been doing this Twitch thing for?
We've been doing Level 857
3 years?
The
3 years.
podcast
It's
we've
like
been
3 years now
about 3
for
years.
Level
Yeah.
857.
3 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome, guys. And I can't thank you enough for having me on. It was an absolute pleasure and a blast.
Well,
It's an honor,
I
man.
hope.
Thanks for coming. on, man.
Yeah, no, I hope
gotta
I
do this
wasn't
again.
yeah, no, I'm always here as long as my voice is.
You sound fine.
Yeah, you can't even
You're
Yeah.
You're good.
Do you have any more questions?
I have a few questions actually. You had some questions?
Well, it depends on how much time you got. How much time you got?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You got time?
Me, I'm not getting yelled at by my wife. So that's how much time I got.
That's a good.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll
quickly
continue
run
then.
through some stuff here. Then.
We'll continue then.
who's got the first question?
Anyone else?
Well, he
Go ahead.
answered my what's his favorite game, so I'll just go to another quick one.
Okay.
What game this year has impressed you the most? Yep, that definitely does take some thought.
Yeah, no, it does take.
Because you asked me the same
Damn.
question, I gotta think for a hot minute.
Yeah, no.
God damn. Well, it's not. It's not that it's a hard question. It's. I'm trying to remember what came out this year.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
like
And you'll remember the newer
we
stuff.
are in October, so like there's some games. When did God of War come out?
That
was
was the
that
last
this
year.
year?
That was last year.
Yeah.
God damn. I thought that was like January, February.
Resident Evil 2
would be this year.
Resident Evil 2 remakes. This year.
Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah, February
No.
of this year.
That would be like the kickoff of this.
Honestly, I gotta keep it to games I've played this year because
year. Can you
Oh.
play that? Oh man.
Okay.
I haven't played it yet. No.
Oh, my heart hurts.
Did you
missed out.
did you
I'm
play the
sorry.
original?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you'll
Oh,
definitely.
then you're in for a
love-
treat, man.
you'll
You're in
love
for a
this.
treat.
That's the thing. That's why I couldn't get around to justifying
Okay.
playing because I'm like I got so many games to play.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards saying the Link's Awakening remake
Ooh.
Okay.
impressed me the most because
Okay.
going into that, I was so skeptical.
All right.
I was such a big fan of the original,
Mm.
and I played it at Comic-Con before it came out, and I was like, "Oh no, this is just gonna be the same exact game with a fresh coat of paint on it."
Mm.
And I was like, I already know how to play the game. I already done everything. So it's like, why do I even want to play this remake?
Mm.
But I still got it because I love it. It's one of my favorite games ever.
Oh wow.
And I got it, and I mean, pretty much everything in the game blew me away to the better. Like
Mm.
the opening intro, I didn't like as much,
Yeah.
but at a few of the musical numbers, I like the original better.
Mm.
But overall, and they could have improved the dungeon maker.
Okay.
But overall, like it was just such a transcendent experience because for me personally,
Mhm.
I played that as a kid growing up, and that shaped part of my childhood.
Right.
And then when I got it on the Switch, I played it with my son, and then
Mm.
he was experiencing it
That's-
like I did. It was just,
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
it was a trip.
That's
it was
great. That changes the game, right?
That's
there.
cool, man.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
That's really awesome.
yeah.
Well, actually,
Tony wants to know where
oh.
the name Smash JT came from.
Well, actually, technically, Smash TV.
Right.
Your Freudian slip there. So, when I was a game tester at Sony, one of the games I tested was called Cash Guns Chaos, and that was goes down in history as the very first downloadable title for the PlayStation 3.
Oh.
And my name is in the end credits for that one. I tested it for
nice.
about 6 months. I had the PlayStation 3 at my cube, at my desk, at work, 6 months before pictures of it even came out. Like no one knew what the PlayStation 3 looked like.
Right.
I had it at my desk. They were like, back in the day, it was MySpace. They're like, if you post any pictures on MySpace,
Right.
you're fired.
Right.
Like it was like, no questions asked. If we find out
Wow.
that you showed this off to anyone, you're gone. Like we don't care about you. We care more about that system. Like,
Of course.
I was like, got it. I felt like I was working in the CIA. Got it. Not saying anything about this. And that's why everyone's like, when they're like, "Oh, the dev kits are different before they come out when the PS5
Right.
Yeah.
showed that V."
Right.
I'm like, sometimes they're different.
Yeah.
But for me, it wasn't.
Yeah.
The PS5, it was the piano. It was the same thing.
Yeah.
It just said test kit
Yeah.
underneath it, or test or something.
Mm.
But anyway, long story short, or as short as I can make it. Man, I can talk.
So it's from Loaded.
So Cash Guns Chaos was basically a top-down shooter that was ripping off Smash TV. And I was like, well, I'm starting my channel. I called it Cash Guns Chaos because I'm like, oh, that was the game I first tested out. I'll call it Cash Guns Chaos. And my buddy, who I've known since first grade, was like, you sure you want to have the word guns in your name? Because that might give people the wrong picture of what you're doing. And I'm like, yeah, it sounds a little violent. I'm like, why don't I switch it to Smash TV? I'm like, no, I never had anything to do with that. I'm like, because I was trying to think of something that was similar to Cash Guns Chaos. So it's like, oh, Smash TV was similar. And why don't I just do Smash and change my initials? And then that's how it came to be Smash JT.
Nice.
Cool.
Nice.
I knew it.
Awesome. Real quick, I noticed that you mentioned that you played the Link's Awakening at Comic-Con?
Yes.
Yeah.
At San Diego Comic-Con, yeah.
See, why does the East Coast get like crapped on every like there was no game. We were at the New York Comic-Con and there was no.
There wasn't
They
really
didn't
much.
have it?
They
No,
didn't
no
have
way.
much actually. They didn't really have much.
Really?
Yeah.
Not this year.
I know PAX East in Boston had it, and I know there are a few others that had it on the East Coast, but
All right.
that's surprising that the New York, because I know I got a buddy that lives in the Bronx, and I know I'm friends with him on Facebook. They post pictures. New York Comic Con's big now, so
It
that's
is.
surprising.
Massive.
It's massive.
That's really surprising.
Nintendo
wasn't
wasn't even there. Nintendo wasn't even there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's shocking. That's really shocking. But I mean, maybe there was another event going on at the same time, because I'll be honest, Nintendo, when they attend something,
Right.
they go balls to the wall, like everything
Yeah.
is all out. So
Yeah.
so maybe all their equipment was already somewhere else. I could only imagine
trying to
the
think.
truck that drives that stuff around.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's probably
Well,
protected
so-
by the CIA.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys laugh, but
Probably.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Let's go to the next question.
You got anyone else? You got another one?
I have plenty, but I know
for it.
you guys have questions too.
Well, you answered a lot of them during like the news and stuff that I had, so I don't really have to.
You don't have any?
I got another.
Well, I guess you kind of answered it, but I don't want to assume, so I'm just gonna ask you, what's your favorite video game genre? Well, I didn't want to assume, but yeah.
No, it's fine. It depends on what year you ask me.
Okay.
Right now.
When I was
Okay.
growing up, it was role playing games.
Ooh.
Then through college, it was like Smash Brothers and first shooters. And now it's more. I like rogues. I like roguelikes.
I despise rogue.
Wow, man. Yeah.
They get me so
Yeah.
mad.
You know what's funny? We had high hopes for roguelike games, and then
They got me so angry.
the game that broke us was
Gun.
Dead Cells.
no, but that one's
the
also
two-
up there.
uh,
Yeah.
The hell is it? You know what
That was the one with the
Bullet.
Oh,
Damn it.
what is that
What
called?
the heck is it called? I can't think of it now.
the freaking.
I know what you're talking about. I haven't even played that one.
Bullet something. It's bullet.
No, I don't think
Dungeon.
it's Gungeon.
That's the developer.
Gungeon. The Gungeon.
Enter the
yes,
Dungeon.
the dungeon.
Yeah, fuck that.
Holy crap!
I haven't played it yet. I want to, but I just haven't.
You know what? I think it's probably better to play that single player and not
Maybe.
co-op.
Really?
Because we actually tried streaming it co-op, and
Yeah.
I don't think it was meant for co-op at all.
It's
It
a rough
was like
game.
That's fine.
Oh, is it PvP where you can like kill each other?
nah.
It's every stage is like randomized and like it's just such fuckery.
Well, first of all, I think the co-op or the second player, it was secondary, because the way to get, there's no like for example, when you start the game up,
The map doesn't span out or anything.
well,
like-
there's no option. Like when you start the game, it's like one player, two player. There's none of that. You have to speak to a
you have
second
to
person
speak to this.
to unlock the second player, and the
Oh, that's weird.
And then the
So-
second player, you can't choose. Like the first player can choose whoever they want. like the Marine.
It sounds like it was just like thrown in.
Yeah,
left.
exactly.
That's really weird.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we tried
Yeah.
streaming this, and we were like, it was.
We did good on one stream, and after that, I said, "Fuck this shit."
It was crazy. It was
Yeah.
insane.
I'm getting mad. I'm not.
Yeah,
even
no,
like,
this
You
is not
want
fun.
to play a good rogue game? Play Rogue Legacy is my favorite one.
I
ever
played
made.
that. That's what I was playing. It was like,
Oh yeah.
was it kind of like Ghouls and Ghosts? Well, kind of like Ghosts and
It's
Goblins.
it's kind of like Ghouls and Ghosts graphics, but it was
I kept-
more Dead Cells style.
Yeah.
But Dead
Okay.
Cells came after it,
Right.
and I enjoy like everyone. Dead Cells gets all the media attention for whatever reason. Like all the big YouTube channels are like, "Oh my god, Dead Cells." I'm like,
Right.
none of you fuckers played Rogue Legacy, which came first and did it better. But okay, like Dead Cells, it is.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
how it works on YouTube, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah.
But
No, I liked it because it was. I mean, as a roguelike game, it's different every time you play, obviously. And
Yep,
every
yep.
time I got killed, they would have a new tombstone, and then you bring in a new character.
Oh,
And
wow.
I'm like,
Yep.
but you get if you
and
do
then
good.
the new character has different attributes,
Yeah.
and they like sometimes it's black and white, sometimes it's upside down. So it's
Wow.
just always wild.
Okay.
yeah,
wow.
But you get attached to those characters, man. And then when one dies, you're like,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
my
That's
thing.
why
I
it's
can't
like,
rock
oh
with
god
that.
damn.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
Like I like that guy. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Sounds interesting, man.
So, I mean, what did we ask you? How you started, or when you started, or made you start your YouTube?
Yeah.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
So I started about going on 2 months from now will be 3 years. I started on January 1st,
Oh, nice.
two and a half plus years ago.
Okay.
And I started because I was laid off from my job. I was working at Qualcomm. I got laid off, and I was like, I want an excuse to play video games and try to justify it.
Yeah.
I
And
respect that.
And I always wanted to do a YouTube channel, but I never really had a drive or a reason to do it. And everything just kind of lined up. And I'm like, you know what? New Year's resolution. Because here's a fun fact about me. I have not a fear of public speaking, but I feel like I want to get better at it and improve it and not be afraid to be in front of cameras and stuff. Because that was scary when I first started. And I'm like, there's no better way to learn than just do it and just deal with it. And that was the main motivation behind starting it. All those things coming together and it being around the first of the year, I was like, okay, now's the time. If I'm gonna do it,
Right.
do it.
Oh.
So
That's
you
dope.
started with
Oh,
some
that's
real
cool.
retro stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
In the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah. Oh yeah, I was all retro. Man, you watch some of my old shit. It was shit. That content was. I actually did a video 6 months ago or so where I had a picture of a picture-in-picture where it was just me laughing at how bad my old videos were. I was just like, oh my god, it is. You want to
Painful.
laugh like you watch that video where I'm just like I can't even keep it straight. I'm cracking up the whole time,
Yeah.
and it's a live stream, so I have
Yeah.
like everyone chatting next to it, like cracking up, like they're like, oh my god, that was you. It's like yeah, like I was, but right there, not that I'm amazing or anything,
But you see the
but
growth.
right there is proof that anyone that sucks balls as bad as I did can improve to at least being a little bit less sucking balls. than I am now.
Well, you can obviously see improvement. That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
exactly,
evolution.
exactly.
You could definitely see it when you watch our old, like, the first.
Our first one was dreadful.
Our first podcast were holy crap.
I watched it
Right?
like a
Oh.
week ago. Our energy was like so low.
Yeah. Dude, me too.
You
I was
probably
like
just
scared to
weren't
talk.
sure.
I was like
Yeah.
whispering.
Weren't sure what to do with it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like all right.
But
I was-
I was like whispering into the microphone. I was like, oh, I don't want my wife and kids to hear me. It was so funny. I'm like, no, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Um,
That's awesome.
So how do you feel about how you built the community and how hard is it to get into this space?
Don't do it. I told you that before. Don't do it. Like this is. I've learned so much, and everything I thought to be true was the complete opposite. Going into YouTube, what it actually is and what you think it is. Like I was very naive. I went into it thinking like, okay, I'll make a video, publish it, and people will just search and it will show up and I'll get hundreds of thousands of views. That's how this works. I had no idea what I didn't even know the algorithm existed. I didn't know. I was clueless to anything in YouTube. And once I started doing some research on it, because a funny story, this will make you laugh. When I first published my first video, I was like, I worked really hard on it, editing and stuff, because I had no idea how to edit either. So I was learning how to edit while I was doing it too. And I was like, okay, I finally published it. I was exhausted. I posted it late at night. And guys, I woke up like 6 times throughout the night. I checking my phone. I'm like refreshing the views. I'm like, is it broken? How come it only has 0 views still? How come there aren't any views on this? Why is it not getting views? Like my mind was like, oh, it's probably gonna get 20,000 views tonight. Like, I was a space cadet when it came to thinking reality with what's going on with this. But now, knowing what I know now, I would tell people this isn't to discourage them. It's just to hit you with the facts of do not do YouTube. And if you still go through with it, just know I told you, do not do YouTube. But hey, if you want to do it, have at it, Haas.
It better be.
Just make sure you're having fun while you do it.
It better be a passion project.
That's all.
Well, here's the thing that keeps me coming back and keeps me making videos is I am motivated every day to get better, and every day it gives me drive. It gives me a reason to keep coming back. Is the community, is meeting new people like you guys, talking to people, and I'm not just trying to be cheesy. Like
no,
shit. If I didn't want to do this, I would have just told you, no, I don't got time to do it. Like this kind of stuff is why I love doing it. Is making new connections and moving forward and getting better and just looking forward to the next day. What the next day is going to bring. It gives you a reason to look forward to tomorrow. So I guess that's why I ultimately stick with it, even though you didn't ask that.
I asked that. No.
I got a quick question. Who's your Smash Ultimate main?
Samus all day.
Okay.
That's Turbo's.
Turbo.
Yeah, that's Turbo's main.
Well, see, I'm glad you asked that because I was just about to ask him about, because me and Turbo 857, we play Smash Brothers Ultimate like competitively, like we're psychos when it comes to that, just like how Al is with Tetris. And, And you play it a lot, or you just like mess around with it here and there, or?
I'll get to that. Finish your question. I'll get to that.
That was the question.
Okay. Because I got a loaded answer, and I didn't want to derail you.
Throwing down the gauntlet.
Okay.
I smell it.
I'm rubbing my hand. Yo, you know what I'm doing? I'm rubbing my hands.
JT level 857.
I'm rubbing my hands. I'm like, you want to get whooped, JT? Let's go. Change your name. Go.
I only know how to be honest.
Okay.
I can't.
Good.
I can't lie.
Good.
When I played Smash in college, I was on GameCube, and it was Melee, I believe, was the GameCube one.
Yep.
I was the best Smash player at my college. Now let me finish. I'm not done.
I didn't say a word.
It's so different.
Everyone I played, everyone was like, "Holy crap, Jeff! We bow to you. Samus is holy crap. We cannot touch this. Oh my God, you're so good." I then moved on to
Brawl.
now progressing. I'll fast forward to now because that's the punchline. Now that we have online and reality hits, I am a mediocre at best Smash player. I thought I was king of the world. I'm like, holy shit, I gotta do some competitions. I gotta go do championship. No one can beat me. And I go online, I'm getting my ass kicked. I'm like, people at my college sucks. Like that's what the reality was.
You know what this is? But to kind of add to what you just said, that was kind of our reality, me and Turbo's reality, because we would just have like little tournaments here, and you know, it would always come down to me and Turbo all the time. But when we started doing tournaments, we get waxed, man, quick, and I'm like, I will not accept getting waxed. I'm like, fuck that shit. So we started messing around with online, and of course, going online, it's really rough at the beginning, but
team battle.
No, you will. Like learn, it will teach you some shit you didn't even know you can do.
No.
It really is.
Yeah, it's like watching the NBA. You learn how to do some moves by watching real games. Right. It's the same thing. Yeah.
But the anger that comes out of you, oh my.
Oh, it's God. Here's the thing. I mean, I'm not terrible at it. Like I can hold my own online, but I can get waxed, and I've played on live streams on YouTube on my channel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with OJ Player Essence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know him?
No.
I thought you were about to say O.J. Simpson. I'm like, what?
No, OJ Player Essence.
Smash Bros?
He's on. You guys familiar with Spawn Wave?
Yes.
Or-
Yes.
Okay, so he's on the weekly Spawncast on Saturdays. He's always on it.
Oh, gotcha.
So
I know who it is.
he's got his own channel. He's got like 50,000 subs. He's a big guy,
Yeah.
big channel. And he came onto my live stream once when I was playing Smash, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm pretty good." I was like, "All right, we'll see." And I won 3 games in a row against the community. I was feeling pretty good about myself. And he does what's his name? The fox guy with the eye patch.
Sonic Fox.
Wolf.
Wolf.
Oh.
Wolf. Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about a player.
and-
Sorry.
No, that's fine. And dude, no joke, I don't hit him.
So he played you?
Oh no.
And then it gets better. So he goes through, plays a bunch of people, and they're in the lineup. You know how it works. And then I come back up again. I'm like, okay, now I'm definitely gonna destroy him this time. Like I know exactly what I'm gonna do. You know, he got off to a good start and started knocking me around. I got him this time. Don't hit him again.
Oh, twice.
Oh man.
Perfect.
Twice.
Perfect.
Twice. I've never in my life, even when I first started playing, I would at least get a hit.
Just
on
one hit. Yeah.
somebody.
I've gotten like 2 hits in
Damn.
a match when I got waxed before by a Sonic. But
I've never been perfect.
oh man.
I've never been no touch.
Wow.
Like, so that right there
Yeah, that
woke
brought
you
me
up.
back down to earth when I'm thinking like, oh, okay, maybe if I practice a little bit, I could be competitive. Like,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna play for fun.
I've had enough of
And
this
this dude,
shit.
Ended right there.
Like
Done.
he plays competitively and whatever, but he also covers video games, plays a bunch of other. I'm like, how's he get the time?
Yeah, that's
How-
fucked up.
I don't get it.
That's not
I
right.
don't get it.
Screwed
But yeah, that's a very, very short answer, right?
So you're speaking of algorithms before for YouTube, right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
So I've got it's kind of a controversial question.
No, stop
So-
it. Let me stop. I'm just kidding.
How do you feel about the way YouTube caters toward drama and that type of instance on YouTube more so than a regular thing? Because that's how a lot of videos become, bigger by focusing on the drama aspect of the situation rather than.
I think it's an interesting question. That I actually thought about earlier today. So I'm already prepared to answer this because it was one of those things that I was just having a conversation with myself because I'm fucking crazy sometimes. But I understand why they do it. I don't like it, but I get it. And let me expand on that a little bit. Because when I first started YouTube, I like talking about old school games, and they weren't really getting views because that is inundated and flooded and it's already established. So the only way to make a name for yourself now is to either know somebody or talk about new stuff and just get new traffic from that. And I get why that is. It makes sense when you step back from it, but it does ruin the artistic value of YouTube when creators feel like they're forced to fit in a square peg if they're a circle.
Right.
But that's what YouTube does. So I've shifted my focus because of that a little bit. But I want to also make sure I'm enjoying it. If I'm doing that just to fit the algorithm, then I'm out. I'm like, I'm not doing this. If I gotta conform, I am. YouTubers aren't conformists. They aren't. Like by nature, they want to express themselves.
Right.
So if I feel like I'm going to conform to something, I better be able to do it my way, and that's why I still enjoy doing it. But as far as the way the algorithm promotes it, I get it because everything is about money, and ultimately, at the end of the day, a business is making money if your eyes are on watching one thing instead of something else. They're getting view time. That view time translates into a guy holding a pointer pen at a slideshow showing these numbers to advertisers saying, oh, look at how much watch time this is.
Right.
So watch time equals money. That's what they've funneled it down to realizing. And I mean, I can show you guys just on my own stats. Like, I made a video previewing Destiny Connect TikTok Clock, a game that I was really looking forward to. And still to this day, it just passed 100 views, and it's been out for like 2 weeks now.
Wow.
Whereas videos that I talk drama, boom, 1,000 views in an hour.
Damn.
Explode.
Yeah.
So I mean, as a creator, and I get subscribers from that, whereas I don't get new traffic from the preview or anything like that. So as a creator who's looking to grow, looking to be successful, I'm not gonna lie. Which one are you gonna do?
Right,
You know what I mean? And I have equal fun doing both of them. If I wasn't having fun doing the drama one, I'd be like, you know what? I see that it's bringing in more people, but I don't like that.
Right.
But I like it. So for me, I'm fine with the drama. I didn't think I would be, because drama brings in a whole bunch more double-edged sword type stuff to your channel.
Right.
But as long as it's still entertaining and fun, I'm okay with it, because my whole mission statement was, when I first started the channel, was to educate and entertain. Like, that's what I said when I first did. I'm like, okay, I'm going to educate people. I'm going to entertain them.
Right.
Drama still can be education.
Yeah.
You can still inform people of a situation.
Yeah.
And goddamn, it is entertaining.
Yeah.
As much as people might not want to admit it,
Right.
it's entertaining.
Yeah.
So I'll watch someone. Like, that's the thing too. You guys do YouTube too? All you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what I tell people who want to grow on YouTube is, when you make a video, it needs to be something interesting enough to watch. And I know that sounds obvious, but when I'm working out on my elliptical or doing something around the house and I'm scrolling through my sub feed, my God, there's a lot of BS, boring ass shit that I'm like, what? Who the hell would watch that? What? And then I see something saying like, this person said this to this guy. Oh, what?
Right.
Let me see that.
Right.
So it's just like, you know what? Unfortunately, I play right into it where I'm like, that's interesting to me.
Right.
I want to keep up with what's going on
Right.
because that's something to talk about. That's something. Oh, did you hear about?
Right.
As opposed to, here are my 5 favorite soundtracks from the Kid Icarus. It's
Right.
like, who cares?
Right.
Like,
Right.
and it might be an amazing video. It might be the best video ever, but who cares?
Right,
That's what sucks. Like, I get it. So that's my answer.
There's a reason why TMZ is so popular.
Yes.
You know,
Thank you.
It's
The algorithm, isn't that directly dependent on what people search for?
It's what gets the clicks and
Yeah.
the most watched.
Not
Yeah,
just what people search for,
Yeah.
but how long people watch,
Yeah.
what they've searched for,
Everything.
and
It's based on time watched
everything.
mostly. At least it was.
Yeah.
It changes every month.
Right.
It's crazy.
Okay.
yeah.
yeah.
So
Which is kind of how YouTube ends up catering to bigger channels, is because they already have the audience, which means they're already giving them the watch time,
Right.
which perpetuates the situation. So yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
No, it makes sense, man, because we've been doing this podcast for 3 years, and it wasn't until we started doing news that it started gaining traction.
Getting some traction.
Yeah.
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 Because I mean, obviously,
It's true,
current
because
events-
I tell people
Current
when I do my, I haven't done it for a while, but when I do my channel help sessions on YouTube, I do a live stream and I watch people's videos and I critique them for them. And by the way, I've made a lot of enemies doing that. Because some people can't take the truth.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'll be like, that video sucked. Here's why.
Right.
And they're like, fuck you. You don't know anything.
man.
Oh, come on.
Yep.
Yeah,
or you don't know anything. You're only grown because you talk about drama. You suck. And I'm like,
Wow.
okay. I mean, that's one way to react to asking for help. But I can take it. I
Yeah.
can take
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
if I can dish it, I can take it.
Right.
It's fine. But one thing I constantly tell people when I do those sessions is, nobody cares about you.
Mhm.
Like, just
True.
don't. Like, you need to remove yourself from it. And you watch your own videos and you be like, man, that's a good video. Why don't people care? It's
Right.
like, people don't give a shit. They don't
Yeah,
care
yeah,
about you.
Exactly.
That's
You
a
need to
fact.
entertain them.
Yeah,
you need
yeah,
to give them
yeah.
something to make them say,
Mhm.
hey, holy crap, I just saw this video from this dude. I don't even remember his name because that's who you are right now.
Right.
And they share it, and that's how you grow just naturally like that. So it's a long-term thing if you don't know someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Right.
I don't care how good you are.
Yeah.
Like, that's how it works.
That's
Okay.
true.
Totally agree.
That was great.
Totally agree.
So another thing, you know that we interviewed Tommy Tallarico, as have you,
That's how we discovered you, by the way.
and
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
and how cool is that guy?
Oh man.
Oh my god.
And I'm so jealous that
we all are.
that you met him and were chilling with him for the day, and he took you to his house, and oh man, I was like,
I will tell you that is an experience I will take with me for the rest of my life.
Oh man.
And I do not take it lightly that I spent the day with him. I'm not just casually like, oh yeah, man, it was cool. Like, no, I'm like,
Good dude.
and this is coming from someone. I mean, I'll be honest. I didn't really know Tommy Tallarico. I've heard his name, but I didn't know. I knew of him, but I didn't know him. I didn't know anything about him. I was just like, yeah, he's a guy that's done soundtracks for games. Like, what's the big deal? Like that was my initial impression of him. But then the whole Amico thing came up, and I made a video very critical of it.
Remember that video? We watched that.
Yeah. I made the video critical about it because I didn't see a use for it in today's environment, and I think I had a very narrow perspective, and Tommy really opened my eyes to what he's going for with it, and why I was such an idiot initially about it, and I'm so thankful for him to take the time, like just to come to my video and comment. I was like, oh, whoa, this guy's legit. He just came to my video to talk, to say, hey, if you have any questions, let me know. Here's what I'm looking to do with it. Here's what I feel like I disagree with you on.
Right.
Here's why I think there is a place for it. And I'm like,
Wow, he spoke to
this
you
guy
like an
wants to
adult.
actually- Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, yeah, it's wild. And I'm like, you know what? This guy is onto something. And I started following him on Twitter, and I saw he started getting into it with someone I don't really get along with very well.
Yes.
oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I almost
And I saw
You made a video
I
too
saw-
on that, Emma too.
Yeah, I made quite a few, yeah. And I saw that Tommy was just doing the same thing to him, treating everyone with respect,
Yes.
and treating everyone like their subscriber count doesn't matter.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you have 0 subscribers or infinite. You are a human being talking about his device. He would like to inform you about the reality of it. And I saw him doing that, and I saw Pat say, no, I don't give a shit, whatever, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do that.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
And I'm like, I'm like, hey, if he's not gonna take you up on going to see this thing, let me know, because I'm also in San Diego with Pat. I'm like, let me know, because I'd be happy to go up there. And he DM'd me. He's like, hey, if you're interested seriously, I'd be happy to set up a time. I'm
Awesome.
like,
That's a hell,
like,
hell
what?
fucking yes.
Yeah.
It's
like he
you
wasn't
kidding
just
me?
he wasn't
No, he
just
wasn't kidding.
No.
blowing smoke. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was legit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hell yeah, let me do that. And he couldn't have been more down to earth and just respectable of me as a person, and so like, it's so hard for him to talk about gaming and his collection without coming off like oh, I got this and you don't
Right.
type
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
But he did that to me. I felt like I was just a schoolyard buddy, and he's like, dude,
Yeah.
look at all this cool stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like, yeah, it's so cool.
He
Like,
definitely does.
that's
that.
what I felt
Yeah.
like we were. It wasn't bragging. It wasn't, oh, I got all the. It was I love games so much.
Yeah.
Here's me showing you how much I love games. And I'm like, yes, I love games too. You're awesome.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's really, really dope.
I'm still jealous.
Yeah.
You got to go in the Ferrari, goddammit.
Dude, first off, first Ferrari I've ever been in. And I am still flabbergasted. Like, I'm floored. I can't believe that day even happened. I look back, was I dreaming? Did that really? I have video proof that it actually happened.
Yeah.
But if I didn't, I'd be like, did that really happen?
That's
like,
nuts.
Wow.
When he first contacted us, we were like,
Oh, yeah.
did this? What is this?"
Yeah,
we were like,
right?
yeah.
Double take.
It was like 4 in the morning, and I'm like,
Yeah,
am I
yeah.
having a dream that Tommy Tallarico just commented on our YouTube?
It's-
Like, what?
It's people like that that make you realize that we're all humans.
Yeah.
We're all in this together. It's not about the popularity. You get caught up in the numbers.
Yeah.
You get caught up in how many people are watching you,
No.
and you forget about like why you're doing it, and that is because you have a passion for gaming.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
Tommy has a passion for gaming, and he just wants to talk games.
Loves
He wants
it.
to talk about his content.
Yes.
I mean, if you had the money and you had the passion for games that you do, and you had an idea that you wanted to come to fruition, wouldn't you do it? Like, that's what he's doing.
of
So,
course.
I mean, why are we hating on that?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and through Tommy, we had the opportunity to interview Victor Lucas. who
Victor
also,
Lucas, yeah, Victor Lucas.
Oh,
You
wow.
know,
Yeah.
a video game journalist who worked with he was a co-host with Tommy
Oh, yeah.
Tillary.
Yeah, he's a co-host
Yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
Electric
what was that
Playground.
called?
Electric Playground.
Electric Playground.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And he's another amazing dude.
Yeah, that was awesome. Also.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
man.
A lot of fun.
Super down to earth, super nice, and
And then we got to talk to Smash JT.
yeah, and then we got
Yeah.
Even though he's got a cold and all that, he
Yeah,
still
man.
did the damn thing.
Ain't
fight
nothing
through it,
stopping me.
man.
You know?
Keeping the streak.
I don't
of,
let Vegas get in my way.
Yeah.
keeping the streak of awesome alive. So
Yeah.
thanks again for this.
No, but it actually helped us out. Also, speaking of Tommy, it actually helped us realize, like, we can have other guests. I think this is our niche.
Yeah.
Don't
For,
don't be afraid of your size
Yeah.
to reach out to anybody. I just saw a dude reach out to Boogie. I don't know if you guys know Boogie
Yes,
2988.
yes.
A dude reached out to Boogie. He's
Mhm.
got like 10,000 or 9,000 subscribers, 8,000. I don't even know what it is. Somewhere between that. He's like, hey, I do podcasts. I'd love to have you on. Would you be interested? And I saw him publicly right back.
Hmm.
I'd love to. Let me know what works for you. I'm like,
There you go.
Boogie just responded to go on some random small guy's podcast. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
don't ever look at your size and be like, oh, I'd
Yeah.
love to talk to that guy. Did you see my most recent video where I'm talking to about, oh God, I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh, the last game board where I talked to Rob Wyatt, the guy, the engineer who made the Xbox, the original Xbox from Microsoft.
Oh,
And he also was
Oh.
the lead architect for the Atari VCS before they stopped paying us.
Oh,
We just left.
yes.
Yeah. So they actually hit me up
Oh, that's
Wow.
dope.
where they saw my video and they're like, "Oh, hey, we'd love to talk about our console. Would you be interested in interviewing Rob?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. Don't be afraid to reach out
Yeah.
because there are people out there that are just waiting to talk to someone.
Yeah,
Well,
we
you
told
You just
said,
have to find them.
My
You,
Life in
you
Gaming,
mentioned before. Sorry, what was that?
right? My Life in Gaming also.
Yeah, we ran into actually My Life in Gaming at the Long Island Retro Gaming Expo, and also
really?
yeah, and Pat, yeah, NES Puck. But
Oh, you did-
But we
have
had-
honest feedback of Pat in real life.
in real life, well, I don't want to judge because it was
Well,
kind of like,
Turbo 857 spoke to him for a bit. About
Yeah,
like a
but-
book he had or whatever.
'cause
They,
we were-
yeah, they were just talking about the game book that he had.
right, and we,
Yeah.
we
It
were
wasn't an elaborate conversation.
it wasn't an elaborate conversation, but we were trying to get interviews, like just trying, but
Yeah.
we didn't get.
Well, I'm not,
you know.
I didn't come on this to talk crap about people.
No.
I just like to hear real life feedback because I mean, honestly, after I've made a few videos about him, I've had a lot of people reach out to me privately,
Yeah.
thanking me for the video, and large channels, very large channels, wishing that they could do it, but because of the situation they're in, they can't talk like that.
Right.
So I just found it interesting that there is a sentiment in the gaming community that is kind of fed up with how he's acting, and it's because he is an influencer,
Mhm.
and with great power comes great responsibility, as we all know.
Yeah.
And if you have a poll, it is your responsibility to make sure you're doing your due diligence.
Right.
And I mean, from his perspective, he feels like he is, and
Mhm.
that's great. But I think there's a better way to go about it. But that's just me.
Well, we
I,
would've
I
liked to
mean,
get-
I'm a
we would've-
fan of him as well. Like I watch his
That's fine.
podcast,
Yeah,
and I'm just like you. I'm a little bit confused at like his take on the whole.
Some things.
With some things.
But-
I don't.
I mean, that's the thing. I mean, you're not going to agree with everyone on
Obviously, yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
fine. I'm not. People don't agree with me. I hope they don't half the time because I want to hear the other side of things.
Right.
I feel like that's where the problem is with him is he doesn't want to hear the other side. He just wants his take,
Yes.
and that's where the problem is,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Humbly.
But we would have liked to have gotten some
Yeah.
an interview with them.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
some people are busy.
Oh, that's one of those. I guarantee
yeah,
you reach out to him, he'll be like, he won't even write back to you.
But My Life
Some
in
people
Gaming
think
did give us some
they're-
time that day, and that was an awesome interview. So
Yeah.
I mean,
That's awesome.
it just
That's
helps
awesome.
that to know that this community is very giving, and they are accepting about letting you into this community. So even if you're a
Absolutely.
startup,
Yeah.
Like it's been very awesome getting to know everybody and you know that
Yeah.
we watch.
Yeah, yeah,
Absolutely.
Well, because like I said earlier, a lot of these YouTubers really enjoy the the scene behind the videos
It's
where
real
they
good.
actually can have a community and talk on the ground floor with people
yeah,
about video games.
yeah.
Because sometimes these guys get so big that they get so disconnected with reality
Right.
that they actually just want to come back to it and talk to people.
Right.
Exactly.
Like,
That's why
That's
they
the
got
root
there to
of the
begin
whole
with.
thing, man.
yeah,
Talk
exactly.
about games.
Yeah.
But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say just like you were saying, like just don't be afraid to reach out to anybody. You know, about I think 2 weeks ago, I made a list of all the YouTubers that I actually follow myself, and we all collaboratively made a list. And you just mentioned a name that you said you spoke to, Mad Little Pixel, not too long
Yep.
ago. He is on our list. Actually, I subscribe to him and I follow him, and he's one of the people that I'd like to have on as a guest eventually.
Well, if I am very tight with him, so
Oh.
if he doesn't respond to you or whatever, I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure he would. He always seems to.
Right.
But if you need me to talk to him, I'd be more than happy to, because he's a really good guy and I'm tight with him. So
Cool, awesome, man.
yeah, that's Ron.
Appreciate
Ron,
that.
Mad Little Pixel.
Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
And I do want to tell you guys one thing before we end this,
Okay.
What's up?
if that's what you're planning on doing.
Oh no,
Probably
no,
like-
we're still going.
No, we're
We're
gonna
still
go
going.
forever. No.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
long as you have
well,
time.
Well, you
my
just went
wife-
to the
my
bathroom. Yeah.
No,
My
that's
wife, well, my wife does need us to start making dinner, so
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I
okay.
need to end this.
I forgot the time already. The time difference. All right.
That's fine. It's fine. But Jason,
yes.
you said you like Maniac Mansion.
Yeah, man.
So right now, something I haven't really told many people, but I'll tell you guys.
An exclusive.
Exclusive, Smash JT exclusive. I am working on. I am a voice actor for Maniac Mansion's remake, Meteor Mess, right now.
No way. No
Yeah.
way.
Holy crap. Yo.
I am gonna play.
Hold on,
I'm
wait.
gonna play-
You're gonna have to repeat that real quick. Let's repeat it for
Sorry, I had to take it.
23rd sound. Eric,
Had to take a piss real
That's-
bad. What happened?
That's cool.
you just.
I am a voice actor for the Maniac Mansion remake.
Oh, that's fucking amazing.
So
That's
he
awesome.
dropped the
Yeah.
bomb of a remake
Wait, remake?
of Maniac Mansion.
Wait, there's a remake coming?
I've been begging and pleading.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Don't get too excited
Uh-oh.
because it's
Okay.
it's being done by an indie.
Uh-huh.
I've seen it. It looks
They make
great.
the best games.
Yeah, it looks great, but it's not like Square Enix quality of Maniac Mansion.
Okay.
But regardless, it looks great. It looks fun.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be doing the voice of Jeff, the surfer guy.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I
That's-
missed that.
And
That's
holy crap,
awesome.
there are so many lines of dialogue.
Yeah, I can imagine.
like thousands.
Really?
Not hundreds, like thousands.
Wow.
How
Like
many times did he
like
talk
I
in
think
it?
there's like 9,000 lines of
Holy
dialogue,
shit.
and I'm like 60% of the way through, and now my voice is out. So who knows when I'm gonna get back to it?
I just
I would
love
think that
that.
the doctors and the tentacles would have the most dialogue. I mean,
They do, they do.
Whoa.
But that's the thing is there's a saying for almost anything when you ask them to do something
Wow.
on every object.
Whoa.
So it's like
okay.
Shoot.
Just tell them
There's-
to
there's
get
a
the
lot
music
to it.
right. Just tell them to get the music right. I know since you're on there,
I don't know.
if
I
they're
don't
gonna
know
put
what's-
music in.
I don't know what they're doing with the music. I don't know too much about it.
Nurse Edna's
I
theme, man. We need that Nurse Edna theme.
Right?
Or
Well,
at
here's
least,
the thing. Like
or at least give
Maniac
us-
Mansion.
go ahead.
Maniac Mansion is one of my favorite games too. It's my favorite NES game of all time.
Oh, wow.
So that's how I got into the role. Is I actually found out about the remake. I don't remember where I heard about it, but I reached out to the team, the head of the team making it,
Mm.
and I was like, "Hey, I run a YouTube channel. Like this is what I was telling you guys. Just reach out to, if you're interested,
Mhm.
find the contact us, and talk to them. Like don't just be like, oh, they're too big.
Right.
Like because I was tiny when I was like 2,500 subs when I did this. I was like, oh, I'd love to present information to my audience about this. Anything you want to talk about, please let me know. And they're like, oh, sorry, we're kind of hit a snag. We need some voice actors before we can progress. Do you know anyone that would be a good voice actor for the part? And I'm like, no, I don't. And they're like, would you be interested? And I'm like, Me.
Oh wow.
Mind
So
blown.
they actually asked me, and it was like one of those I didn't even think of myself because I was so like,
Yeah,
me?
yeah.
I don't give myself any credit. What?
That's
And
amazing.
they were like, yeah, it's like, yeah. So, I mean, it's not the biggest deal in the world. It's not like a AAA release. I don't even know if it's coming to consoles. It might just be PC only. I don't know if it's even official. I don't know anything about it.
I did a video
I just know
on.
they need a voice actor.
Man,
I did a
I'm
video on that a
on their
while ago.
Discord,
just be
and
happy.
they're
That's
yeah, exactly.
That's
So
still
that's
that's
once
awesome.
the game gets
That's
made,
still awesome.
assuming it gets approvals and stuff, and it goes out,
Yeah.
maybe someday it could be on the Switch, which would be wild.
Insane.
Mind blowing.
Insane.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Then we'll have you back on.
Insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, but it's a long time from now because I mean they only got most of the game's complete, but they only got like 1 or 2 guys doing it in their spare time for free to put the dialogue connections into the game after I record them
Wow.
because I'm doing it for free too. It's just like it's just doing a fan
Oh, yeah.
game, you know. And
if it's the
and-
same, I mean, I saw pictures of a remake online, like just pictures of stuff.
yeah,
And if
that's-
it's
that's
that,
it. That's fine.
then I was
Yeah.
excited. I put it in my video a while ago. I was like, this is that's perfect. So
Yeah, it's called Meteor. It's called Meteor Mess. You can look it up. It's it's out there.
that's
There-
awesome.
There's actually playable. I haven't played it yet, but on the Discord they allow the people working on the game to play the test version of it.
Okay.
But I'm like, I don't want to play it until it's done. I want to wait until I can see me, and I want to. So I'm waiting. But
That's so
That's
awesome.
cool, man.
That's
That's
so cool.
funny how that.
Yo,
Congratulations.
congrats on that, man.
That's
That's awesome.
hey, yeah, like I said, it's nothing like mind blowing graphics wise. It's just people
I
that
hope
make
not.
games.
Yeah,
Just
right.
Right.
Listen, just like Tommy had ties with Earthworm Jim, and then you have ties with Maniac Mansion now. Those are my games. It's ridiculous how small this world
Yeah.
is.
Exactly. It's wild. It really is. It really is small.
That's
All right.
nice.
So I mean, that's pretty much all we got over here. We don't want to keep you too long, but
Yeah.
we definitely.
Yeah, I can show you a text I got from my wife saying, "When are you done? We need to figure out dinner." Get out there.
But no, that's great. I mean, we definitely appreciate you having the time to
Yeah, man,
come on
so
to the show.
awesome.
Yeah, man.
And we definitely got to do this again.
Yes.
Absolutely, it was
Definitely,
an honor, guys, and definitely a privilege and a pleasure. And thank you for taking the time and letting me be on with you. I had such a blast.
Awesome.
Seriously,
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
man.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
absolutely.
And we got
Absolutely.
to get a Smash Brothers going so I can get that ass.
That's the next time.
There we go.
Yeah, next
time.
time. Oh man.
All right.
All right.
So
Well-
hopefully everybody in the chat had enjoyed everything we had going on right now.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll put it on YouTube later. So definitely check it there and leave some love in the comments.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Mr. Smash JT.
Mr. JT.
You have a
Mr.
good
JT,
day.
thank you so much.
Thank
Say
you once
Mr.
again.
Beautiful. Appreciate you guys, Eric,
Yeah.
Al, Jason, Eric. Appreciate you guys.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate
you,
Seriously.
brother.
All right.
All right, have
Have
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
You too.
All right.
Take care.
Hey, brother.
All right.
Well, that is it, folks.
What
That
an
is the
awesome
end of-
dude, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
JT's a cool cat. Really, really cool cat, man. Funny dude. That's so awesome that he got to do the Maniac Mansion, man. That's really,
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
that's
Voice
really
acting. Could you believe? Could you imagine just being asked to do voice acting for a?
That would be
Instant-
awesome.
Instant answer. Fuck yes. Instant.
Yeah.
I don't care what it is.
It's like a
Especially-
reflex.
Yeah,
Fuck
especially being
yes,
like,
absolutely.
especially being like, this is my favorite
Yeah.
NES game.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
you're like, you want to be a part of this? And I'm
Okay.
like, well, what? What the
That's
hell?
like someone
Is that
asking me,
happening?
you want to voice act an old man in Shining Force 3.
Yes, I would love to be an old man.
You're like, that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Instant.
Oh,
I can
man.
finally put that voice to use.
All
That's
these years.
amazing. Yeah, hell yeah. Just
Put it
that,
to
that's see whenever they say they're making a remake, be like, yo, who is doing the voice
What
of
you
this
need?
guy?
What you need? Tell me what you need.
Yeah,
I'll figure
guaranteed.
it out, man. I'll figure it out.
Anyway, moving along. Yeah, I know you guys are watching this live right now, but if you want to hear the audio version of this podcast, we are available on all streaming services, but the one you want to show us the most support on is Radio Public.
That's right.
Make sure you do that.
Just leave it on in the background.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Show us that
Yes.
love, and we give the love back.
That's right.
We're sending love. We're ready to receive love.
That's correct.
All right.
Just
over
ready to
there.
receive.
All right.
What?
Especially receive love.
Yeah.
Yo, man, what else we got?
All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. And we're also, follow us on all our social media
Okay.
That's right.
platforms. Because once we hit 500,
What happens?
do you know what's going to happen?
No.
I don't know what's
Tell
going to
me.
happen. What's going to happen?
Tell me.
Somebody tell me.
Well,
I
first you
forgot.
can search level 857 on level 857 games.
Okay. And then
on
what?
Social media.
And then what happens?
And then once we hit 500, we're gonna, we're gonna do.
We gonna see Jay suffer with that hot sauce, cause he can't take the hot sauce.
I was gonna say self-mutilation, like
Self-mutilation.
yeah,
Can't take the
with
heat.
hot sauce.
I don't know about
To
that,
my
but
mouth.
I'll be alright.
Self mutilation by hot sauce.
yeah.
Chalk will be alright.
It's gonna
burn
I was
the
gonna
hell out of
suffer
my-
a little bit. Turbo 857's gonna suffer also. But
I gotta feel my
Stikz,
lips. It's gonna be terrible.
It's gonna be for your enjoyment though, because
Yeah.
Once we hit 500, that's what's gonna happen.
Listen, I'm
right.
gonna make
Yeah,
sure.
that's what's
I'm gonna
gonna
make sure it hurts. I'm not gonna be like a little wimp and like take a little taste. It's gonna be
Nah, you
foul
gotta soak it. You gotta soak
because
it.
we do this for your entertainment.
Yeah.
I know if I just take a little spoon like a dip, it's nothing.
And then I'll take him to the hospital right after. But it's all for you guys.
We'll
It's all
live
for you
stream
guys.
that.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention also, actually going back to the podcast, we're now streaming every week. It's not bi-weekly anymore.
Every Wednesday.
Every week.
Every
8
Wednesday,
p.m.
8 p.m.
Wednesday.
Eastern.
Eastern.
Every Wednesday.
Every.
That's right.
More
You don't have to
more
wait an
level
extra week
857 for your ass.
for your ass.
Every.
What?
Wait, what happened?
What's going on right now? Anyway,
The end.
yes. But yeah. That being said, Algae 857.
23rd Stallion.
Sticks.
Your boy Big Choco.
Shout out to Smash JT for coming
Yeah.
through.
Thank you once
Yes,
again.
Thank you, thank you,
And thank you guys for whoever subscribed to us. Thank you guys. And if you haven't, you know what to do.
All right.
Thank you for watching, guys. We appreciate you.